Paper.
Yes, sir.
Just your overall impressions of what you guys were able to achieve today?
Well, it's great to know when you're out there that everybody's in the game. Really the last 2 days we haven't had a man down. Well, Kyle a little bit yesterday, but as hard as it is and you've got to play every hole, it's good going into 15 today knowing that everybody was still in the game. We didn't play that hole well yesterday. I think we played it much better today. Gives you a chance to make a mistake or two, and we really didn't. So it was really good playing on all five of their parts.
Bruce, I was saying, and going into tomorrow, I mean, when you're in the top 8 and at this point looks somewhat comfortable, I mean, do you guard against being sort of conservative?
This is wrong. There's no comfortable here. You got to try to win the tournament. We really set out to not look at the scoreboard. I told them that Coach now keeps score this week, and they can worry about it, and we'll let them know if they're playing on Friday or not. You can't look over there. The front's different than the back, and you get the wrong impressions. Like yesterday, we're 7 over, and we were okay because we played the back first, and we're last off, and we've been waiting all day to play, and they got it all back on the front, other than one little mistake on the last hole. So if you're watching that stuff, then you need to be a spectator, and you're not a participant. So I just don't think any good comes from watching what goes on over there. I really don't. That's the guy that I worked for. He won 8 or 9 of these, and he just said you just don't. It influences what you do, and don't look at him. So.
You're 4 and 5 guys, big today.
Ooh, that's phenomenal. And really, we won ACCs, and it was Kyle, and it was Paul there. Moose is at 6 out of 8 of the last
6 out of 8
last rounds at postseason are under par. And obviously, that you get to your 4 and 5 guys to do that, then you're really in great shape.
Well, how good does that feel as a coach, knowing what's around the corner of match play, having that kind of depth or having that kind of play at the bottom?
I felt like coming in here, we had 5 guys that were playing really good. The regional, same thing, we didn't win, but other than a couple rounds there, we had 5 guys under par the last day there at Crabapple, and it wasn't easy. I think we have 5 guys who can drive the ball most days reasonably well. And I feel better having 5 guys going out there tomorrow to play tomorrow's round than the match play part of it. But I think right now we do have 5 guys that are playing well, and you only got to get 4 scores tomorrow. So
all season long, Pac-10, SEC, but it looks like the ACC is holding their own here a little bit right now.
Well, they had to come to our part of the world a little bit, and geography's part of it. And I'm not going to say anything about that. They're good teams. We've got good teams.
You'll let me say that, right?
Yeah, I'm going to let you talk about that, yeah. They're very good. They've earned everything they've gotten, and I'm sure before it's all over, they'll have a lot to say with what goes on around here. Again, hats off to Florida State. That is a fantastic round of golf they played today. You get me in trouble.
No. Did you all have to change any mindsets or anything, knowing that the course actually was playing a little bit easier than probably everyone anticipated coming into the week?
Well, we followed the rules, and from Bobby Dodd to the front gate's 97 miles. And the rules allow you to go anywhere within 100 miles of your campus or in your state. So we came up here 2 weeks ago when Tennessee was here, and we played 36 holes, and we shot 6 under par rounds. Now, I think it's harder now, and the whole location is more difficult, but everyone's remembering the massacre in '96. And I thought it was an advantage to have shot some under par rounds so that when they got here, they thought they could play good. And I think they've done that. If all you'd heard was what happened before, you're thinking, well, 75 is a good score. I think all 5 of our guys played well up here those 2 days to think that they could shoot under par rounds. And you look at what the results are, and that's kind of what's happening with everybody. The scores are much lower, I'm guessing, than they were in '96.
Oh, absolutely.
I was in my office that day, so I wasn't here.